News headlines. Nations call for ceasefire increase and Gaza aid at UN General Assembly. Taliban convenes cabinet meeting in Kandahar. UN allocates $10 million aid for Afghan returns amid forced repatriation. Hello, my name is Mahinure from Fast Time News Network. Today is 21 November 2023. Member states of the United Nations General Assembly call for a ceasefire and an increase in aid to Gaza on Monday. Israel has ordered the evacuation of the north of Gaza, but thousands of civilians remain. Food, fuel, medicines, and water have been running out across enclave under Israel's 6-week-old siege, and the south, where hundreds of thousands of Gazans who fled the north of the enclave are sheltering. There have been reports of Israeli strikes. The United Nations says 2/3 of Gaza's 2.3 million people have been made homeless. Norwegian representative to the UN Anders Lovold said the military operation in Gaza have gone too far. The lack of food, electricity, water, medicine, and healthcare is disaster for the people of Gaza, including for almost 1 million children that they toll as unbearable. We deplore the continuing denial of humanitarian aid to Gaza, and we call for insufficient, safe, paid, and unhindered humanitarian access immediately. James Larson, representative of Australia to the UN, stated that Canberra wants to see the next step towards a ceasefire agreed by both parties. We welcome recent reports of diplomatic efforts toward the safe release of hostages and to facilitate safe humanitarian access, and we encourage all steps toward this. About 240 hostages were taken during a deadly cross-border rampage into Israel by Hamas militant on October 7, which prompted Israel to invade and Palestinian Authority target Hamas. About 1,200 people, mostly civilians, were killed in the Hamas assault, according to Israeli tallies. The deadliest day in Israel's 75-year-old history. Since the Gaza's Hamas-run government said at least 13,300 Palestinians have been killed, including at least 5,600 children and 3,550 women by unrelenting Israeli bombardment. A cabinet meeting of the Taliban led by its leader Haibatullah Akhundzada has been in session in Kandahar since Monday, as confirmed by Taliban spokesman Zabihullah Mujahid on Tuesday. Mujahid informed that the discussion within the meeting encompassed a range of topics, including repatriation of migrants to Afghanistan, economic concern, annual developments, and efforts to address ongoing challenges within the country. While the acting ministers of defense and interior from the Taliban are actively participating in the meeting, Mujahid mentioned that the 3 cabinet members are currently absent due to provincial engagement. However, he did not disclose the identities of these 3 individuals. When asked about the potential discussion of the United Nations Special Coordinator for Afghanistan report in the meeting, Mujahid clarified that this matter had been delegated to the Taliban's foreign ministry and will be not part of the current cabinet gathering. The United Nations has earmarked $10 million in it to offer essential support to migrants returning from Pakistan as a neighboring country. Intensifies efforts to expel undocumented migrants, including hundreds of thousands of Afghans following the November 1 ultimatum for voluntary return. Martin Griffiths, the UN Under-Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and Emergency Relief Coordinator, announced that allocation stating, "I'm allocating $10 million from the UN's emergency fund to provide them with the vital support and cover their basic humanitarian needs." The move comes in the conflicting statistics, with the Griffiths noting that more than 300,000 Afghans have returned since mid-September, while the UNHCR reported over 350,000 returnees since the Pakistani government's announcement. UN agencies have raised alarms about the dire situation of returnees, highlighting that they were forced to leave everything in Pakistan. The World Food Programme country director in Afghanistan expressed concern after visiting the Afghanistan-Pakistan border, stating the return to Afghanistan at the worst of times with the no food, little resources, and nowhere to go. The situation is exacerbated as the harsh Afghan winter approaches, coupled with the aftermath of the devastating earthquake, a battered economy, and a worsening climate crisis, according to SCOFA. Many returning families have spent most of their lives in Pakistan and now find themselves hungry, destitute, and facing a bleak future. The organization emphasized the urgent need for $60 million and funds to continue providing essential support to 1 million people in Afghanistan, helping them start over and rebuild their lives. We urgently need $60 million to help 1 million people start over and rebuild their lives, as CLFA emphasized, addressing the critical shortage of funds.